Hello, this is Miranda from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is part of my series called Documenting December Daily. This is my second to the last one. I have one more to show you. So I decided to get out a bunch of mixed media products and just go to town. I cut out some frames right there, and I did do some pictures. And there are the two Stampin' Up! Collections I'm going to use. Dazzlers is the Redalicious, and then the sticker, or excuse me, the sketch. And I backed this with this red paper, but in the close-ups you won't see the red paper because it was too hard for me to try to edit it that I just took it out. But the red does stay. So I'm sorry about that, but really you see what I get to be able to do with the border. Everybody does it, that kind of stuff. And I backed my whole white paper there with white gesso. I did that off camera because everybody knows how to gesso something. So I'm placing this down, and I decide to get out my stencil, and I place a bunch of red little dots everywhere. I can tell that I haven't used this color since I've moved, and lo and behold, it's all over the place. And if you see the product or the little spatula that I'm using, that's actually in the Stampin' Up! Collection. It's part of their tools now. So I thought that was really cool that they came out with tools for us to use on our mixed media. And it comes with like a set of 3 different ones. So it's pretty cool actually. But I'm just placing down the red spots where I thought that they would work, and I just kind of put them wherever I feel like they look good, because in the end my pictures will cover almost all of this. Doesn't it always work that way, where we put a bunch of mixed media down and then we cover it up with our pictures? But it works out pretty good though. I think I went off to clean. Yep, that's what I did. So here I go. Now this is where I struggle just a tad bit, because I cut these pictures a little bit too small. I thought I left them big enough, but I didn't. So I'm just placing these down, and I do struggle a little through it, and you'll see when I get going here. But I do like that they came out in a frame. And the bigger spots on the bottom, you will see at the end of my video that I start to do my journaling, but I journal off camera just so that you guys don't have to watch me write. It ends up being a 1, 2, 3, 4 type of step, and I've already die cut out my 1, 2, 3, 4 from using my Cricut, the Cuttlebug die cut machine, and that's what's sitting off to the side. And I also took some older Stampin' Up! Papers that you see me use, and I cut out those those little gingerbread houses up on top, and then in the middle of my, I think towards the end of my video, you will see little gumdrops, and I fussy cut those out, and I put them on my sketch as well. So here I am, I'm just placing them down and finishing up. The pictures that I have, I'm trying to finish up my 2016 December documenting. And this is when my husband and my daughter was cooking. I just took pictures periodically. She loves to watch the cookies bake. So that's the picture that you see right there that I'm playing with. And then I did the end result of her moving the cookies off of the cooling rack. And I have it where picture number 1 is of my daughter and my husband doing the mixing, and then the other one is of her scooping out the stuff and putting them on our plates, and then or on the sheet to cook, and then obviously the oven, and then the end result. So I really like how these turned out. I thought that they turned out really well. And I'm just kind of placing a little bit of glue on these so that I can move them around without having 4 pieces. So there are my letters. So here's my goofy part, but I don't care. I don't mind that this is a little mixed up. when I started to put this down actually on my layout, I realized that I mixed number 1 and 2 around. So it looks a little different. One starts, you go up to the top, and you go around. So then I decide to take some more mixed media and add. Now that it's dry, I just realized that I am so sorry, I didn't even do my stamping on camera. I must have forgot to turn the camera on. I took the stamps that I showed you, used my archival black, and I stamped them on there so it doesn't bleed or move or any of that sort. So I'm using the dry tool to clean here, but I just placed the little spatulas and words and all that stuff all over the page. Sorry about that. Sometimes social media and text messages and everything else goes off on your phone and you forget to turn it on silent. Sorry about that. We do have a life outside of this, right? But on the layout there with the stamps, one of them says something about baking, the other one says yum, and I just placed them all over. So we have a KitchenAid, and there's some string that I'm going to use. So I have some KitchenAid little stamps on there too, and then the spatula, and then some words. And I just placed it kind of all over. And I placed the green. There's no green in this layout except for this thread, and I really liked that. I thought that that added just that little bit more to this layout without adding another color throughout this, because it's all chocolates and reds. And that's what I like about this layout, is just the colors in general, because they're so rich and vibrant. And here, like I said, I struggled with these because I did not cut those pictures out. So there, that's when I realized that I made a boo-boo. But it still goes in a circle. It does go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just not the way I kind of wanted it, but it's okay. So I placed the big letter or numbers down, and I will link everything down below in the description of what products that I've used and what products are still available to use, to be able to purchase. And I'm just placing the numbers down, and the little blocks that you see that are left from the frames, that is where I put my journal. This layout is going up, actually, this process video and this layout is actually going up on the 22nd. So you guys will get, this is going to be like my 11th day of Christmas memories. I didn't plan it that way. I just so happened to finally finish this layout and get it up. And I was like, you know what? I'll give you a bonus. So this is kind of a bonus, if you want to call it that, to my Christmas memories, because this is last year's memories. So I fussy cut out these little gingerbread houses, and they're two different ones. One is smaller than the other, and I just placed these all over the layout just for an added touch. I don't have any stamps or die cuts or anything that is kind of like a cookie oriented, so I don't mind using these gingerbread houses. They look really cute. And I do put the green back down as well underneath all of these. And this is where I should have switched over to the Tombow. So I've been using two different types of adhesive to be able to put down on mixed media. I've been using Tombow and then the iCraft mixed media adhesive, and I've realized that my Tombow is better on some things than others with the mixed media. So I may be getting both of those and having them both in stock on, you know, in my little place where I keep all of my mixed or my adhesive stuff. I should never run out. And if I do, there's something wrong. So I'm just finishing this up here shortly. It's going to be very easy here from now on. I'm finishing these up. Then you'll see me fussy cut the little gumdrops, and I place them all over, and then I start to write my journaling. The other thing that I do that I did not do on camera was down on the bottom you see the 4 little words that say yum yum yum. I put in the mix of it because I staggered it. I staggered the date stamp in there 3 times just to give it a little added something on the bottom. I hope that you guys are having a good Christmas holiday season. There's a lot going on now because this is the 22nd or 21st that I'll put this up, and so that's, you know, it's getting close to the Christmas season if you follow that. And I realized that after the crop that I did this past weekend and all of these extra layouts, I am pushing 30 layouts for this month. I think the first week you won't see much of anything from me, and I know I've said this probably before, but I love the holiday season. I love scrapbooking. I love crafting. I love it all, but I remember why I've always taken a hiatus during this time. Because you do so many layouts. It's ridiculous. I mean, there's just so much to document because you do so much in like 2 months, and then there's like nothing, which is good because then I can catch up on other things. I'm so excited. Next week, so after Christmas, so sometime next week, I'm going to do an update video of what is going on because I have so much in store for you guys. Not going to say anything now, but I am part of the Cheeky Studio, which you guys know that already. And then I just got asked to be a guest designer for someone in the month of January. So I will post, or I will talk about that. I will talk about our new series that is going to come out in February with Lisa. Lisa and I are going to do another series, which is going to be amazing. I'm going to love it. But as you see me finish fussy cutting here and doing my journaling, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you want to get more of my process videos, make sure you hit the subscribe button and you will get some more. And I'm just going to leave you with some holiday cheer watching me finish up this video. I hope to talk to you guys soon. Bye!